My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. It's time to go into Ascension mode with the Silent. Alright. Ascension mode level 5. Ooh, 100 gold for nothing? I got an early shop. I could if I tried to swing it that way. But if I want to go for a bunch of elites, I've got, ooh, a lot of shops later, but not that many question mark places. I don't think I snipe a bunch of elites on this. I think I try and play it more safe. And get more question mark spaces. So I'm actually going to go with the upgrade, and then I'm going to start here. Sorry, the upgrade, the money, rather. Let's take the money and run. Because unless my deck gets off to a ridiculous start... Just trying to figure out our best way around this. Actually going to take the damage here. Unless our deck gets off to a ridiculous start, we're going to have difficulty taking out 3 elites and then the boss, and then also dealing with the fact that we're not going to heal fully after taking out the boss. So normal enemies are more deadly. The elites are more deadly in this mode. I'm glad I used the extra strike before. This is the exact kind of reason why. Because otherwise I wouldn't have killed him that turn, and I would have just taken more damage and died. Cloak and Dagger is probably the pickup here. Yeah. What was I saying? I was saying something. Some bullshit if I know me. Yeah, that's right. Good swing at myself there. Yeah, normal enemies are more deadly. Elites are more deadly. Bosses are more deadly. Again, I'm going to cop this one on the chin. Because next turn, I'm going to have to block twice, because that's 10 damage incoming. Here I will double block, because a single hand with triple strike kills. Or even strike, cloak, dagger. And if I don't get those, instead I'm just going to get a bunch of block. So I'll just play all of my block. Accepting 1 damage here guarantees that I can't get screwed over in the next turn just by drawing a bunch of defense. Yeah, turns out I would have been fine. So I could have gotten through that fight with one less damage point taken. 1 fewer damage points taken. 1 less damage. There we go. Terror or Leg Sweep are both pretty good. I'll take the first copy of Terror. Unfortunately, I did get Normality, but I do have a relatively early shop. Oh, I have 2 early shops. This is unfortunate. Malaise, I have to take probably Predator and a card removal. Okay. We'll remove the Normality. And I'll take a Predator. That's really unfortunate. They're not supposed to be... Oh, fuck off. Now this shop has everything amazing. And it has the dogs. This is, by the way, just so you know, this is not supposed to actually be able to happen. If a question mark is within 1 space of a shop, it's not supposed to be able to be a shop itself. So, just so you're aware, this is a bug. According to my known rules of the game, that's a bug. I'm gonna upgrade Malaise as my first. It would usually be the... Just gonna make sure there's no better path here for me now. Usually my first upgrade would have been on the... Neutralize, but it won't be here. Remove a strike. So, man of my word, I did report the bug with double tap that I found in the last episode. That being that double tap doesn't do what it says that it should do on the card. Hang on. Let me figure this out and then I'll talk more. Good. That being that double tap doesn't do what it says on the tin. double tap should be doubling each of the next 2 attacks you play, but instead it was trying to triple the first attack you played, and I believe that that's a bugged interaction rather than the card being written incorrectly, because it allowed me to play a bite that attacked 2 times, and then the 3rd time it didn't have a target because the target had died, and it returned it to my hand, which is clearly a bugged interaction. That was a played card, and now it's back in my hand. Backflip. Pretty easy pick up there. But I believe that Malaise is also bugged right now. Gremlin Horn is a ridiculous pickup. By the way, Blood Vial is at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP, and the Gremlin Horn is whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. This one should not be making me frail. That should just be putting a wound in my deck. Yes, and it does. Good. If that enemy decides to ever make me frail, I'm boned. I'll accept some damage here to get closer to killing that frontliner. Okay, 10 damage on the front line. Okay, that was Malaise acting as it normally should. Weakened by 1 and lowered strength by 1. Alright, unfortunately here, it looks like... Oh, never mind. I do actually get to fully block. That's ridiculous. Okay, this is an all-out aggression turn. Strike. Strike, neutralize. Maximum amount of damage I could do there. Next hand, I mean, Predator Strike gets kill. Nothing else really does, though, so... Fingers crossed. Well, I mean, at the very least, they gave me all of my block cards in that hand, so I could completely block here and get the kill next turn. Easily done. Second Malaise is way worse than the first Malaise. I don't think I take a second Malaise. I will take an Envenom, though, because it's super early, so I can actually skew my build towards it. All right. Yep. All right, it is bugged. So there, Malaise applied for 2 plus 1 because Malaise is currently on +1 due to the upgrade. And instead of doing 3 negative to strength and 3 weaken stacks, it did that 3 times. So it seems there is some current bug in the way that things stack with one another. That said, due to that current bug, I don't have to deal with that sentry ever. So, all's good in the hood as far as I'm concerned. I'd love to play that in Venom, but I'm afraid it's time to start dropping bombs. It's just too expensive. If it was a 1, I would be able to play it right now, but it's not, so I can't. Okay. Accept a little damage to the Predator. Yeah, I think I have to. Just because I'm going to have some more dazes in my deck, and I need to draw through them. So I'm accepting 4 damage here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no, it's not. The neutralize would have neutralized the artifacting, and then I applied the poison. Okay, I thought that the Envenom was doing the same thing, and it was going to stack way too many times. Which would be super interesting, but it'd also be a really bugged way to get through the Ascension mode, right? That said, I am actually at the moment currently benefiting from a bug. Does this make me an exploiter? Do I have to go to jail now? I don't want to go to jail. Shame to waste a bunch of damage there, but like, nothing matters. I'm gonna kill this sentry before it ever does anything to me because it can't do anything to me. Ever. It's also now worth noting that manipulating my energy to be higher so that I can melees or bursting melees is now a valid way of preventing a boss from ever doing anything. So that's going to be fun. Yep. Let's put melees in our opening hand. Sure. I'll put a catalyst in there. Triple someone's poison. The bottle makes sure that at the start of each combat, a certain card that I've chosen will be added to my hand. We'll take another strike out of the deck. Warpaint upgraded 2 random cards for me. 2 random skills, specifically, I should actually mention. Okay. That's pretty good behavior. I like it. So that guy's going to do no damage for 1 billion years. That's very handy for me. If this turns out to actually have been intended, I don't know what to say at that point. It can't actually be intended. There's no way. God, I feel bad doing this now. Like, I feel unclean. I'm not going to play the backflip, rather, because I do want to draw both Terror and Predator. So if I had played that backflip, I might have drawn those two without the ability to play them. Alright. Next turn's probably just Predator. Oh, you're finally dealing some damage, eh? We'll see about that. And done. All right. Flying Knee is now a more reasonable card in this deck as a result of the fact that we have melees. Oh, shit. Is Skewer gonna go buck fucking wild as well? I have to know. I do need to upgrade in Venom though first, because otherwise it won't get played ever. Well, there's the melees. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this enemy now can't deal damage. So as long as I don't take damage against its spikes, I think I'm gonna have a flawless boss kill. What? You can still deal damage? Well, that's insane. I know they have a huge hit this turn, and your whole thing is you're supposed to burst through that 27 in time to prevent that hit, but still, wow. All right, let's check if Skewer is broken. It's not. Skewer is not broken. Okay, so it's not X cost cards. It's things that cause the same... Like, it's not X cost cards. It's things that cause the same thing to be played multiple times. But that includes X cost cards. I will figure out what is the actual cause of this bug. Let's start stacking up some poison so that I can actually use Catalyst without, you know, shame. Cool. It is worth noting, from now on, I believe there's no way that the enemy can deal damage to me. Rather save me hitting it while it has its sharp hide up. Okay. Building poison stacks on this enemy is not easy. First, neutralize, dagger, shiv, hell yeah. Zero damage. Oh, this feels bad. This feels bad. Should I restart this run? I actually legitimately feel bad about this. I think maybe I should restart this run. And just not use Malaise. But Malaise is one of my favorite cards. I would always use Malaise. So I would have run into this bug immediately anyway. Alright, I'm going to continue this run because I think it's an interesting spectacle. But I'm obviously not going to allow this to be a referendum on my skill at the game because this isn't skill. Especially since I have it in my opening hand. Thousand Cuts is going to be really good because it'll allow me to kill things in an AoE and have the Gremlin Horn trigger. I think I actually want the Runic Dome. I won't be able to see enemies intense, but I will be able to lower their damage by 25. And now I think we just go elite hunting. Yeah, we can get 4 elites along this track. So now we can't see enemy intense. We do have to play 1,000 Cuts. We do have to play a defend. We should probably play another defend. And then I'll malaise the healthiest target. So there's actually no way I can take any damage this turn, even if all of them attack. And they do all attack. Okay, good. Backflip. Cloak and dagger. Gotta get at least one of them to the ground. 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping the one in the back line does one big hit. Nope. Venom, defense, survivor. Good. One down. one in front is buffing, so the one in the back can't deal 13 damage. Not right now. Wow, you totally could. Good on you for proving me wrong. This one did just buff though, so we've got trouble, boss. It only buffed itself out of my previous melees on it though. Alright. Good kill, and then we can just put this bird on the ground. Beautiful. Or in the ground. Hey, hey. Outmaneuver. Just because it's upgraded. If it wasn't upgraded, I don't think I would have taken it. I now need more card draw in my deck to... We have Necronomicon. We have Necronomicon and Predator. We have Necronomicon, Predator, and Skewer. I don't know if it'll work with Skewer, but maybe it works with Skewer. It's usually an attack on the first turn from this enemy. Oh, right, I forgot. That enemy no longer does any damage ever. Well done. Big hits. Alright. Let's do some science with Skewer. Skewer's still in the deck, right? Yeah. Outmaneuver and 1, 2, 3. 1. Yeah, the second time it was cast, it was cast for 0. See, if you burst melees works twice for the same cost. I think the same thing happens if you double tap Whirlwind. In fact, it does happen if you double tap Whirlwind. However, this does not seem to operate like a double tap would. Some good science we got to do there. So now it's just Predator that we use for the big hits. I think Skew is actually, like, super lame in this deck. Doesn't really have a significant place here. Regen Potion's a good pickup. Bouncing Flask is a really good pickup. Bouncing Flask is a really good pickup considering the fact that... Footwork is so fucking good. Yeah, but Bouncing Flask is a really good pickup considering the fact that we have a Catalyst in the deck. I think we need to take Footwork, probably card removal or Juzu. Both. All right. Juzu, and we will take a card removal. I kind of just want to get Skewer out of the deck, to be honest. We need more card draw in this deck as well. I'm talking multiple card draw, like Acrobatics or... See, this will only upgrade 6 cards for me. A defend, a defend, a defend, a defend, and those 2 strikes. But I will just remove all of those eventually. Or I'll try to. Unfortunately, melees isn't that big right here because there's so many of them. We're gonna need the Predator. Ouch, that's a lot of damage. There's Predator. Predator after a Terror will kill here. Defends, outmaneuver, and then Skewer for just a little bit of damage. These are kind of expected losses against the 3 Slavers. flip. Weaken the one that does more damage. Bouncing Flask. Catalyst, the one that got more affected. Defend, and then Cloak and Dagger. And then now they shouldn't actually be able to penetrate my shields. Yeah, not a chance. Those wounds in my deck are actually kind of considerable at this point. Okay. Still didn't take any damage on that final shot. Really pleased about that. Predator needs to be upgraded because it's played twice anytime with the Necronomicon. So when it's upgraded, it is going to be upgraded for 10 damage rather than 5 that it looks like it would be. The thing about this is Riddle with Holes is actually a really good card to have double hit with the Necronomicon. So is Choke Plus. Riddle with Holes is a good card to hit with the Necronomicon because then I'm hitting them 10 times and they get 10 poison within Venom, right? But I'm going to go with Choke because I am going to put a lot of zero-cost cards in this deck because this deck already has 1,000 cuts. That's a shame. I'm not going to be able to do that one. Okay. I should be reasonably good with this one. So you're doing 5 damage, you should do like 13, which is going to be really unfortunate. Because I want to cast the Predator on a target that is going to survive the first hit. I actually don't think I put 1,000 Cuts down yet or in Venom. No, I do put down in Venom. 1,000 Cuts triggers twice there. Sorry, the poison thing. You get more energy as well. See, I want to malaise the back line. But I could also just 1,000 Cuts outmaneuver. This guy is going to try and buff the people that aren't there this turn, and then next turn is going to be doing a summon. Yeah, I've got 1,000 Cuts. Outmaneuver. Next turn, I'm going to draw a ridiculous amount of cards, and I'm going to have a ridiculous amount of energy, which means that hopefully I get Choke Plus, and we get to see some real shit go off. Yep. Right. Terror. Choke Plus. Plays twice. Now, anytime I play a card, this guy takes 10 damage. Neutralize. Let's Cloak and Dagger. Shiv. What have we got in there? A couple other cards. They're not that great. Put up a Footworks. Full Backflip. I think it's Catalyst and Skewer. Alright. There we go. This is a relatively painless boss fight. I did end up taking 2 damage at the very end there. That was not something I was expecting. I need more zero costs in this deck. Molten Egg Beta, whenever you obtain an attack card, is upgraded. That's ridiculous. Upgrade my Cloak and... That's not an attack card. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's still good. It's still good, and I probably still would have taken it, but it's not an attack card. It's a skill. I need more zero cost cards, so let's make that Terror zero cost. Let's upgrade the Predator. It's really unfortunate. I'm 1 gold short of being able to get a relic there. Oh, by the way, the bag of preparation was at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards, and Juzu Bracelet is regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. That's probably the best defense that I could really get myself there. Still took 4 damage overall, but I've completely incapacitated the Slaver in the front line. Did not need to play both of my defense cards, I guess. Take some damage here. Nope. Beautiful. This malaise is ridiculous. It's patently insane. There we go. Pretty much easy layout there. I'm glad to see the molten scale. The molten egg, by the way. So if I take choke, it'll just be instantly upgraded. I already have a choke in my deck. I'm looking for card draw. Noxious Fumes, sadistic nature. I could only take Noxious Fumes though. Pretty good pickup. I've already got some very nice manipulation in my deck. Yeah, my opening here is just like malaise the enemy and then never take any damage to it ever. That's pretty good. We could have had a nice choke hand there, but this is still pretty good. Awesome. Backflip. Nah. I mean, that's still pretty good, but I was really hoping for a Predator there. At the very least, this means that my Predator next turn is going to be pretty good. Should have played the 1,000 Cuts first, yeah, because I knew I was going to be playing it. Should have played the 1,000 Cuts before the other one as well. It's obviously not going to make a difference in this fight. The enemy is completely incapacitated. I do feel bad about this. I need to repeat, I do feel actually bad about this one. I don't know if I feel okay to continue this run. Like, I think it's interesting, but I think it's interesting in maybe the wrong way. Whatever, I'll continue the run. And I'll stop qualming about it. But I do need you to know that if you're about to say, dude just fucking cheated with an exploit, like, I don't really know what to tell you, bud. Take one well-laid plans. Who's my champion at the end of this? Automaton. Well, Automaton, I'm not going to be able to remove all of the artifacting at the very start anyway. Like, I really want to upgrade a bunch of these different cards, but I think I'm just going to have to rest. Fully heal. Because I'm not going to fully heal after this boss fight, and I'm probably going to take some damage in this boss fight. 1,000 Cuts. Outmaneuver. This guy just summons on the first turn 95% of the time. I'm not going to use Malaise. I will save that. There's the summons. Footwork backflip. I'm more than happy to do. Neutralize. Actually going to draw some cards here. Hey, there we go. Some other ways to remove all of this artifacting. There we go. Now all the artifacting's gone. Well-laid plans just got pulled out of my deck, as well as... Ooh, I got an attack. Then double attacked. This will kill. See, I need the bronze automaton not to attack this turn, basically. Because I don't want to take any damage. As you might imagine. Using a predator there guarantees that I'm going to have a full hand next turn. I'm almost certainly taking damage this turn, so I'm not going to have the... Oh, that's a block. That's a buff. Holy shit, we're not taking damage this turn. And we're going to draw our whole deck. Beautiful. Backflip. We'll neutralize to kill you, as well as retain a card and draw a card. We'll outmaneuver. Broken Dagger doesn't really seem appropriate. This is not going to do anything. Well, still does more block than the other things. There we go. I'll retain a Cloak and Dagger. No, I'll retain a Catalyst, and I'll retain a Catalyst until we have the right time for it. Okay. So this guy's got to do his self-buff turn before he hits me with the... well, this is the biggest malaise of all time. Even your Hyper Beam, I don't think, can get through that. There's the self-buff. Still don't think the Hyper Beam can actually deal damage to me here. We'll see, though. We'll see. Yep, that's a 0 damage Hyper Beam right there. Alright. Choke, and then I just play as many low-cost spells as I can. Beautiful. Oh, he's still stunned this turn. Of course he is. Hey, backflipped into the Predator, and there's the kill. We'll retain that outmaneuver. Goodbye. We do have the ability to retain right now, but we don't have much card draw. You know what? I'm going to take a Grand Finale just on the off chance. Sozu. The extra energy is, again, just insane. Our final two bosses are Donu and Deca. That's going to be really interesting, because Donu and Deca both start with artifacting. Which, obviously, is the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Enemies that are artifacted, I can't just completely ignore forever, courtesy of malaise. You're going to be doing a summon this turn as well. And you deal 9 damage, which is really unfortunate. I'm gonna have to malaise my non-primary target. Still take 3 damage. Okay. Let's get this going on. Not the targets I wanted you to hit. I'm actually going to take some damage now as well. Yikes. A lot of damage, in fact. That was very, very poorly handled by me. Right. choke setup. Skewer the backline for the kill. That's also going to give me the energy to play another card, which will kill the choked target. So, by the way, Sozu is gain energy at the start of each turn. You can no longer use potions. The bronze scales, whenever you take damage, deal 3 damage back. And regal pillows heal an additional 15 when you rest. I do 10 damage if I Terror after I choke, but if I choke before I Terror before I choke, then I deal an additional 12. So it's Terror, choke. That'd be not enough. Just slightly not enough. Because that would be 40, and then that would be another 10. Well, instead, I'll completely capacitate you. Okay, and then just let you die next turn. There goes a burn in my deck, sure. Somehow I think I'll be fine. Okay. Dagger Spray actually seems like a reasonable... No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, but the AoE, though. I do want just a little more AoE. And now that should have upgraded itself. Yes, it has. Good. So it's supposed to upgrade itself courtesy of the Molten Egg. Whenever you obtain an attack card, it is upgraded. Right. Footwork, Cloak and Dagger. Then we'll blow up a target. Retain a card. Now the Grand Finale is always going to stay in our deck. I didn't upgrade that Grand Finale. It upgraded itself. Oh, I must have gotten it after the Molten Egg and just not even thought about it. Okay. End turn. Maintain the Grand Finale. Hopefully the other one's not attacking. Never mind, it was. Venom, Cloak and Dagger, Survivor out that, Noxious Fumes, and then Dagger Spray. Maintain the Grand Finale again. I'm hoping the backline, sorry, the front line isn't attacking. There you go, you buffed. Good. Well, I mean, not good, but good. So I'm only drawing 5 cards next turn. As long as the Orb Walker isn't about to put a burn in my deck, then we're going to have the Grand Finale active next turn, which is going to be good. Can't drink. Can't drink potion. Even I forgot this time. Alright, don't put a burn in my deck. No burn. Beautiful. Taking a lot of damage, though. Well. I pretty much have to not play the Grand Finale here. Otherwise, I'm going to take a bunch of damage to this Spiker. There we go. Managed to avoid that entirely. Dead Branch. Do I want that? No. No, I don't want Dead Branch. Tactician? No, I only have one source of discard in my entire deck. Alright. None of that. Yep. I'm going to heal up. Lose a catalyst because I'm actually not even getting that much play out of it. Kind of happy, in fact, to have lost that catalyst. Escape plan. There's World Aid plans, so we can start setting up the grand finale. So I can completely invalidate one of them, but only one of them. This is the one I'm going to target, and then this is the one I'm going to invalidate. I'd love to outmaneuver right now, but I don't think I can afford to. Obviously retain that grand finale. Alright, I take exactly no damage that turn. This is unfortunately exactly why I wanted to... Well, I mean, I had enough energy to play all of those cards. I just don't have any defense this turn. Sozu is really kind of preventing me here. I would have played the block potion, but Sozu prevents me from playing potions, by the way, just in case you were, like, wondering about that at all. Unfortunately, none of those cards left in my deck draw a card. So we're going to be keeping this grand finale for a while. I mean, the Predator on the backline kills instantly. Unfortunately, in the long run, what's best for me is probably getting the double Predator off there. Is that true? No, that's bullshit. No, I should have just killed. Yeah, I took 20 damage more than I needed to there. That's entirely my fault. That was just dumb of me. Prepared is fine. I usually end up with too many cards, actually. We're gonna have to rest here. Thank you, Regal Pillow. Okay. Now we have an enemy who won't do anything, ever. Good. I'm going to retain the... Did I just lose Catalyst? I did lose Catalyst. I don't want the Bouncing Flask anymore then. Terra. Choke. Outmaneuver. Strike. Dagger Spray. Guess I'm ending the turn by maintaining that defend. Don't think you can do any damage, so I'm just going to end my turn without defending. Actually, I had no benefit. No benefit to doing that. I should have just double defended. Oh, this sucks. Prepared draws 2. If it gets backflip, backflip will draw 2, and I won't be able to... Yeah. That is to say, I won't be able to activate Grand Finale. Gotta play a lot of cards before the Predator so that we can get maximum damage out of it. I would have played the Skewer before it, but it would have taken all of the damage away from the Skewer. I need more finite control of my draws, like a couple of 1 draws in the deck as well. That said, my deck is getting very unwieldy. This is a 2 draw, this is a 1 draw, and there's no other draws in there. All right. If I want Bouncing Floor, if I want to use the Grand Finale next turn, I just need to not play either Escape Plan or Prepared. Okay. And then I will maintain the Grand Finale. Hey, actually could hit me for 11 damage there. Well done, you. We do have to choke first. It's time for me to use a defense here. And then, yeah. A Grand Finale for 105 damage seems pretty good. Hey, I finally triggered my overkill as well. That's a good pickup for me. And you're dead. All right. That was a lot more painful than it needed to be. And without the malaise bug at the moment, I really don't know if I would have been able to do that. Let's take a second copy of 1,000 Cuts. I have enough energy that I can play my 1,000 Cuts without that much of a problem. So at this point, that enemy really shouldn't be able to do anything. Except for the Constriction. The Constriction means that I do need to have 10 damage block every single turn. Thousand Cuts, seeing as this isn't an AoE fight, isn't that useful. Now I'm fully defended. Obviously maintain the Grand Finale. Hits for no damage. Double up on the choke. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, backflip's not really gonna get us there, but nor will anything else at this point. Guess I'll keep the Bouncing Flask then. Oh shit, I actually did take 1 damage there. Yikes. Well, finish him off. Necronomicon is doing ridiculous work. That dash is going to be upgraded, and then the upgraded version of it will double play with the Necronomicon, so sure. I think I desperately want the Mummified Hand. Lower the cost of a lot of my stuff. And Panache. And Panache even works with the Mummified Hand because Panache is 0 cost. So, lose all gold, gain a relic. Perfect. Okay, so Panache is 0 cost. Let's look at our other things. We've got, at the start of each combat, gain 1 dex. Dex is just anytime I play a block card, I get 1 extra block for each point of dex I have. Courier is just the merchant no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and his price is reduced by 20%. Anchor, start each combat with 10 block. Mummified Hand, whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand is reduced to cost 0 for a turn. Since Panache is already cost 0, and it's a power, I play it and it reduces something else cost to 0. So that's actually really, really good for my energy efficiency. And Red Mask at the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies. That's going to be really good for removing the artifacting on Donu and Decker in my final fight. I'm going to take the Madness because I imagine I'm going to rest in my final fight. This is really good because this guy, like, I'm just going to malaise for as much as I possibly can, and then he's never going to do anything. So he has the possibility on a certain turn of dealing 2 damage to me. So I do need to stop that from happening. Madness hitting either of those is completely fine. Also, he can put burns in my deck, and those burns can fuck with me significantly. Venom, choke. Play a bunch of defenses. Yeah. The damage from choke, as I was imagining, does not bypass the debuff that our opponent has at the moment. Okay, so you do 3 damage on your usually 40 damage turn. That's pretty good. Right, that's pretty good for me. Okay. We're working things up. We're going to start getting some more poison on the enemy. This deck is janky as hell, by the way. I'm consistently amazed it's doing anything. But then again, it wouldn't be without malaise. Like, this, if nothing else would have ended my fight, ended my game, and I think something else would have ended my game by now. This would have definitely ended my game. Sure, let's retain the Necronomicus. Big ol' 3 damage swing, well done. Double burn plus in hand, yikes. Maintain the Necronomicus, beautiful. I could just maintain the choke and wait for a turn that it's going to be amazing for me. Yeah, that would be the play. You know, if I wanted to play well, that's what I would do. Need to defend, and then the Madness to lower that cost there. Keep the Grand Finale. Hell yeah! Next turn, I get the Grand Finale to finish off the final 2 HP of the enemy. Well done. Boom. Big old Grand Finale right there. Hell yeah. Vajra. Okay, we start every combat with 1 strength. It's the counterpart to Oddly Smooth Stone. Dex, strength, obviously. And here we rest. And fight Donu and Decker and see if we can actually get out of this without taking any damage. I think we're going to take some damage. You attack on the first turn, Decker, so if I malaise you... I think I can prevent Decker from dealing pretty much any damage. Yep. Obviously, it's going to be buffed over time. And now we just focus on Donu. Yeah, unfortunately, you used to be able to reduce the cost of something that previously costed above 2, then play it, and it would still be doubled by the Necronomicurse, but it looks like that's not the case anymore. It has to currently cost 2 for you to get the bonus. Drop a footwork. An easy backflip. Some... Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to take some damage to Donu here. We just haven't got enough block this turn. Yeah. In fact, quite a large hit. So I'm going to overdraw for the purposes of Grand Finale, unfortunately. Quite significantly, in fact. Yeah, there we go. And Donu is dead. Escape draws a new card. Lowers the cost of Survivor. That's a pretty good card to have lowered the cost of. Actually going to discard that because I want to keep the choke in hand for the next turn now. Because that, with the amount of cards that we're going to have available next turn, is going to... It's going to go off. Adrenaline would have made this build significantly stronger. Another card worthy of note. Dagger Spray in there. Neutralized. Time to backflip. See if we can get any more playable cards. And deceased. Alright. That went well, but I can't help but feel 1,030. Majority of that has to be due to Ascension. Yeah, it's 200 due to Ascension. We did get 2 perfect bosses, but again, those 2 perfect bosses were entirely due to the malaise bug moment. And those champions almost certainly as well. So it's actually like a relatively mediocre run that just so happened to benefit from a current glitch in the game. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There is a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future. If you do like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me get my videos to you faster, and it also shows some support for the channel and helps me grow the channel and all those good things as well. Liking the videos does similar. Although it doesn't help me get the videos to you, it does help grow the channel, and that also is ridiculously appreciated. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves regardless, and hopefully we will see you next time. Bon vivant.